everybody? Deacon Rap here, coming at you live from my room, and I'm going to be talking with my friends about Ikki-Con. So, let's get into it. Let me just send them an invite. Let them know that, hey, I'm live now. Hello, Christy 2.0. How are you? Werewolf, how are you? I'm going to be talking about my experience at Ikki-Con, but I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to have some people joining me. Let's give them some time to get in, because I told them what time to be here, 8 o'clock. And it is currently 7:58. So where are they? Where are you people? Also, this live is not officially sponsored by Skittles. Taste the rainbow. But yeah, those are good. So, Werewolf, tell me, did you go to Ikki-Con? If you did not, did you go to any con over the last few weeks? Please tell me about it, because I am currently waiting on other people to be here. And where are they? Not here. Can't use camera. Wait. Okay. Alien Photography said he'll be on shortly. Egg cosplay is like, oh, I can't use camera. Like, oh, yay, Egg is here. I accepted. It should be. Yay! You're here.
I am. Hello.
Yeah. You can turn your camera off if you tap on the camera button next to the mic and change camera view. It'll turn your camera off and it will just. Hey, there we go.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. Please excuse Egg cosplay, everybody. She doesn't want y'all to know her secret identity. Because outside of the cosplay, she's a billionaire who cleans up the streets of San Antonio. Yeah. So, oh wow, Richard said that he will be here shortly. Jude did not say anything. He still hadn't seen the message. So that being said, why don't you tell me about your Ikki-Con experience? Let's start with Thursday.
So Thursday. So I worked that day, so I had to leave after work to head up to Round Rock, and the drive was pretty good. Didn't really have to deal with traffic until I got right into Round Rock. Checking into the resort was fine. Somehow managed to lose a entire jar of pickles in my car for the whole weekend. I did tell you I found those, by the way, didn't I?
Where did you find them?
So they were underneath the driver's seat, which is weird because that's not where they were supposed to be.
Yeah, no, that's dangerous too.
So my driver's seat has this like bar thing underneath it that stops anything from the back seat rolling up under it. But the jar, so to explain to everybody, I had brought a jar of pickles because I like pickles. Don't ask why, I just like them. Specifically the sweet gherkin. So if you ever need to bribe me with anything, Vlasic sweet gherkin pickles will work. I'm giving you my greatest weakness.
Wait, before we continue, how did they compare to Bill Miller's pickles?
So, I don't like Bill Miller's pickles all that much. They're a bit too, like, sharp tasting for me, which is kind of weird, because they're pickles, but it is what it is. I like them better. I don't like anything that tastes like particularly salty, just like in general. Um, I just don't like salty food. I don't. I'm weirdly picky for some things. But like I said, found those. They were underneath the driver's seat, apparently the whole time. It was a mystery. For those who don't know, the entire weekend I was missing a jar of pickles, and I was somewhat not so mildly upset about it because I really wanted them.
Oh, please. She went ape shit over that. She's like, she's throwing stuff in the
I
room. She's
was
like,
not throwing stuff.
she set up the ironing board and just left it there, didn't even iron anything. I'm just messing with you.
Seriously,
No,
I
she
did
was pretty
iron
chill about
several
it.
things, thank you.
Yeah. Also, welcome, Trippy Alien Photography.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we're currently talking about Thursday now. Egg. So you got to the hotel and found that you didn't have your pickles, and then what?
Um,
You don't remember?
We're experiencing some
Richard, you still
technical
here?
issues. Yeah, she's just loading.
Yeah. Okay, so Richard, while we're waiting on Egg, tell me about your third day at the con.
It was pretty interesting. I've never been to the Kalahari Resort, so it was so fascinating to walk around. Hey, you're back?
Hmm.
I've been here the whole time.
Okay, okay.
Oh, you were like laggy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was saying,
Yeah.
we went to HEB and then we got Sonic, and then we went back to the hotel room and watched like a history documentary, I think, right? Something like that.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't like this.
But everybody else was like, "Huh, that's not interesting."
I know.
Plot
And it's
twist.
like, yeah, I'm outvoted.
I mean, to be fair, what you wanted to watch wasn't on.
Wait, what did I want to watch?
Yu Yu Hakusho, I think, or
Oh
Power
yeah,
Rangers.
yeah. Oh yeah. Because like I was hoping it was a smart TV so we could connect to YouTube, and it wasn't a smart TV so we couldn't connect to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else happened on your third day?
Um, I mean, there's the thing that happened at work that I don't want to talk about.
That's okay.
Y'all probably remember what it was.
I do, and it's okay if you'd rather not talk about it because, you know, we know you have a important job being a billionaire and keeping the streets of Gotham safe.
No doubt.
Okay? In that case, let's move on to alien photography. How was your third day?
That was pretty cool. Like I said, it was my first time showing up there, so it was so fascinating seeing everything, the statues, the architecture in the place. It was just so interesting the whole time.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like a little kid at
yeah,
a
right by the
toy store.
elevator. Right by the elevator, they got a giant statue of Harambe.
Huh. I didn't even see that.
You didn't see the giant gorilla statue?
Oh, I know what I think I did. I think I did. It was as soon as you're walking in before you enter them, right?
Yeah, it's like by the elevator. It's a giant gorilla statue.
Yeah, I remember.
I make the Harambe jokes, so continue.
No, but yeah, it was pretty fun. I got to go walk around the grotto. I got to see a bunch of people hanging out around the bonfire. It was a pretty cool and interesting late night experience. I really don't stay up, so it was interesting to be up for once throughout the whole con and just have the full experience.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the next thing. I forgot about going to the fire pit. I remember I met one dude at the fire pit. I'm like, so what do you do, man? Oh, I just work the registration desk and help give people directions to stuff. And I'm like, oh, so like Basically, this dude, that is the con experience for him. It's just working the registration desk and giving people directions. He found more pleasure in doing that than actually attending as an attendee,
That's fascinating.
which is, yeah, very fascinating. I'm just like, out of all the conventions I've been to, I could not understand that, but it brought that guy so much joy. So it's like, hey man, you do you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Thursday. Whoo boy. I wanted to leave at 11 o'clock because I wanted to be at the con already. And as I'm getting ready to pack my car, the maintenance guy shows up. And usually I'm like, I would be like, yay, they're here to fix the dishwasher. But this time, because I'm about to leave, but I want to leave already. But it's cool, you know. I mean, I still got to pack my car. And then I have the car packed. And then as I'm walking through, I notice there's water on the floor. And now it's fixed. The clog is fixed, but now it's leaking. And I'm like, I didn't end up leaving until 1 o'clock. And I'm taking the toll roads. I'm speeding because I want to be there already. I finally get there at 2:45, and check-in went great. It takes me an hour to unload my car because of all the stuff that I brought. And I'm waiting for everybody to show up. I'm hanging with Squid Guy. By the way, Squid Guy got the hospitality suite, which is like 2 beds, a pull-out couch, but like they have a refrigerator, they got a full kitchen, they got a bar,
Yo,
they got
what?
all that. They what?
I said, what?
Yeah, he had a full-size refrigerator. But the thing is, it was an extra $500. So you have all
Yikes.
the space, but it's an extra 500, and then the 2-bedroom suite was an extra 700 on top of that.
Hoo, hoo, hoo.
So basically, the 2-bedroom suite is basically like the size of an apartment. So, which would have been cool. We probably could have used that, but what you call it? At the same time, I'm like, this really isn't worth the extra money paying for, especially when with us, especially since we're not really going to be utilizing it that much. But you know, whatever. I remember we did go to Sonic because of Egg's job, she was supposed to get a special discount, but this Sonic's like, oh no, we have no idea about that. We have no idea about this discount. We got milk at HEB, and that was, yeah, then the fire pit, and that was pretty much the end of Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the end of Thursday. Friday morning. Who wants to go first for Friday morning?
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I mean, I think you got up the earliest, so why don't you start, Deacon?
No, you were up before I was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So, my alarm...
when I went, yeah, that's the next thing. When I went to bed, you were in the shower, and then when I woke up, you were in the shower again.
Yes, I tend to do that. I enjoy being clean.
Yeah. I had a friend who was like that. He would take an hour-long shower because he didn't have to pay for water.
Understandable.
To the
Yeah.
man.
I mean, part of what happened, so I have to take, so for those who don't know, I'm a diabetic, and I have to take my medication at specific times. I have to eat at specific times. It's just a whole thing. So I got up and I was getting ready, and my blood sugar got really low while I was in the shower, and I just straight up zoned out for an hour and a half, and like nobody checked on me. It's fine. I didn't fall over or anything. Y'all would have heard it if I did. But yeah, so my morning got started an hour and a half later than it was supposed to because I was just like gone for apparently an hour and a half.
First off, I am sorry about that. I
You're
did
good.
not know because by the time I woke up, you know, you were in there for like 10 minutes and then came out. So an hour and 20 minutes had already passed by the time I woke up.
I originally
Yeah.
thought it was just like a morning ritual, and who are we to stop somebody's morning ritual?
That's true.
Cujo the dog says, "Whoa, wait, what? What do you mean by whoa, wait, what, Cujo?" I'll just stare at his comment until he says something.
So, continue, Egg?
So then I got dressed as Gojo, and we got our badges from Deacon,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went downstairs. I went downstairs at some point. Oh no, before that, me and Deacon's girlfriend had matching dresses, so we wore matching dresses for a while, and it was fun, and we were great.
Yeah. Y'all, you both look so kawaii desu.
Am I
what?
okay? Cujo says, "Are you okay? That's really serious, and you are so full of life and energy still." Cujo, I have to ask, in the year of 2024, is anybody ever actually okay?
That's very true.
But no, so diabetes is a chronic condition. It never goes away. I I deal with it. So I'm a type 1, well, 1.5, but essentially it's a type 1, but it pops up later in life. So I just get used to it. About 85% of the time when people talk to me, my blood sugar is low. So if I seem like super calm and like I don't react to much, it is 100% because my brain is just like, nah. But I really admired how you presented yourself at the con. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. But yeah. No, I'm used to it. I work like that. That's just my life. How my life is. It is what it is. And I worked fast food for 4 years. I'm really good at pretending I have more energy than I actually do. And then, I don't know, I guess it's just being at the con. There's like that kind of like, I would compare it to like an adrenaline rush or a high because like, hey, we're doing something that's super, super fun.
Yeah.
I'm around people that I can like be myself around, which apparently myself is nerd in costume. That it's weirdly competitive about making costumes. I don't feel like I'm all that competitive, quite frankly. Not more so than anybody else, but maybe less than most people actually. But yeah, then so after lunchtime, I put on Gojo, my quote unquote sexy Gojo, which is still, 98% of my body is completely covered in fabric. Well, maybe less that time because my shirt didn't have a back to it, but I'm a modest individual. So then I went to some panels, and I actually went to Yokai Night, which was kind of fun. Actually, a lot of fun. The Hill I Would Die On panel was hilarious.
What was your favorite hill to die that somebody said that made you like, okay, that was the best one?
Basically boiled down to lolly is pedophilia, and people who are into it are wrong. And I'm like, yes, hell yeah, that is not a hot take, or that should not be a hot take. That should be the standard opinion.
Did anyone try and defend that?
Oh, hell no.
Damn right, nobody should defend that.
Nobody tried to defend, being weird about underage anime characters, which I get that they're fictional and I get that they're characters, but as somebody who does work with people of that age, it is very disturbing to me how some people are toward, like, characters that are presented as legitimately being underage. Like I said, I get that they're not real, but it's still I feel like it's a red flag.
It very much is. Let me see if I can find a meme. Go ahead and continue. I'm just going to look for a meme right quick.
Then we went to the H or not H panel, which is hilarious, and I really can't explain what that is. If you know, you know, and you know it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, okay, I found a meme. The is how it feels to have an adult women fetish. Yeah. So, considering the amount of people I know who are like 25 and older and got with a 17-year-old and we're going to wait until she was 18 to be like public and
Gross,
stuff,
gross, gross, gross.
I know. And I'm just like, how come these girls never stop and think, how come he can't get a girl his own age? What must be
So,
wrong
Yeah.
with this guy?
see, the thing is, a lot of people at that age are just. So here's the thing: people who go for people like that are picking on those specific people because they know they're vulnerable, and people who are emotionally vulnerable at that age are more focused on the fact that somebody's finally paying attention to them, that they miss the red flags completely. It's really insidious from the adult perspective about what they're doing, because you'll notice they don't try that with people who are, confident in themselves or have good home lives. It's specific groups of people that these creeps are going after. And,
You're not wrong.
I don't know, the waiting part makes it even worse because, like, that just tells you they know what they're doing is wrong and they're doing it anyway and then trying to validate it, which is really, really freaking weird.
Very, very. So what else happened on Friday night?
I saw a lot of people that I'm friends with, and I made new friends. Um, I got a lot of pictures. Uh, it was really fun walking around as Gojo with my friend dressed as Mahito, and he had a hand puppet that everybody thought was hilarious, but also the most awful thing ever. I agree, it was great. I enjoyed carrying it around because the hand puppet was squishy. Um, it was fun. Friday was fun. I usually get to do more fun stuff on Friday and Sunday compared to Saturday because my Saturdays are busy. But so that was my Friday. How about y'all's Fridays?
Go, Trippy.
My radio was pretty good. I woke up, got all my camera stuff ready, was ready to go find some people to shoot with and also meet up with the people that I was going to shoot with. I got down there and was like super hyper just to like explore and see all these interesting and fascinating cosplays. The second that I got down there, I met my first client, shot with him, and was just baffled. Like there were so many great cosplays there, and I just started walking up to so many people and just getting shots. A lot of people were actually asking me, like, "Oh yeah, hey, what is this for?" Just cause I would really like to get as many people's shots and stuff for the con as possible. Then I pretty much went on autopilot pretty much from whenever I went down from like maybe 11 or 12 all the way up until 8 or 9. And then I realized yokai night was happening. And I went upstairs to charge my camera and I realized I hadn't eaten the whole day. So I was like eating cereal and everything finally got caught up and I was like, oh, you're tired. So like I just kind of sat in the bed and relaxed while I already did yokai night. It was a little disappointing to myself because realistically I did want to go and I had some people that asked for shots and everything, but I was so beat. I did not map out my energy well. So I went down after that and I think I bumped into you, Deacon, for a split second and then you were like, yeah, it ended. And I was like, oh no, I walked down here for nothing. So I just walked around for like another hour since I was already downstairs
Wait, what
and it was late.
did I tell you?
Yokai night it had like ended when I finally came down. Like y'all were coming out of where it was happening. Y'all were already leaving. It was like ending, and people were coming out of the room or panel room or
Oh,
whatever it was.
oh yeah.
And so
Yeah,
I was like, oh
because I remember when it first started, you were like we went to the room to change, and you were like eating the cereal, and you were like passed out almost.
yeah, yeah. So from that point, I was like, oh, you know what? It's cool. I think I got enough energy, and as soon as I got my energy back, I went down and just mingled with everybody for the rest of that night. Because honestly, by like the time I went down after that, and I saw you. I don't remember what
Mhm.
happened Friday night. I came back up to the room, it was just like sleeping.
Hello.
Got it.
Hey,
Hello, chef.
How's it going?
What's up, chef?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
it's
Pretty
good.
good. Yeah, so we're just talking about Friday. Chef, did you go to the con on Thursday?
I was not here on Thursday, unfortunately.
Got
I
it.
actually I was celebrating my belated birthday party since it was due to some unforeseen circumstances. Part went Monday through Wednesday because of the cold.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm just doing it for Ed Death Lancer. So anyway, yeah. I wanted a reason why I invited all of you for a specific reason, because like Egg here is a cosplayer, did the cosplay contest. Trippy Alien is a photographer. Chef, you were just a regular attendee. I was a guest. It's a great way to get the perspective from people that went to the con for very different reasons and have very different outcomes. So, Trippy, go ahead and finish what happened on Friday.
Actually, I think that was it. I, like I said, right after I met up with you, I kind of just don't remember what happened for the rest of the night. I was that tired.
Okay, Chef, how was your Friday?
Me and my boy Zach got there Friday. We got there kind of late because we both had school and we were coming from Dallas, and that was a bitch of a ride. Bitch of a ride because let's be honest, it was something else. But we had a good time. After going meeting up with some friends, I went to the comedy show After Dark with Roderick.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Um, it was fun. It was. I didn't, to be honest, some shenanigans went down. I won't go into details unless we talk about it on the Itchy Expo uh,
Oh,
Discord.
it's one of those things that went down.
Kind of. It was,
Gotcha.
but I will say this. But it was one of those. Aside from that shenanigans, we had a game going on. Game going on saying hentai or not.
Oh yeah, Egg mentioned that. Egg, did you go to that panel or no?
I did.
Yeah. Chef, go ahead and tell us more.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you can call me Jude, by the way, Deacon. It's all
Oh,
good.
okay, no, because it's like I know some people know you as Chef. You know, it's like I'd rather call you by your stage name than your real name for like marketing purposes. You know, but okay, so Jude, tell us more about the panel.
Well, I got there kind of late. It was fun. It was fun. We had a lot of good times. Got a chance to. I made Roderick's night, and he told some of his comedian friends from that night. Then on, he won't shut up about it. He actually told me about that. And then I
Mm-hmm.
went to the rave.
Oh
I
yeah,
went,
I saw you.
yeah. Not gonna lie, we kind of had our own little gathering, although it was kind of a small timing. But the beat was kind of repeated and wasn't up to my
Yeah,
taste.
yeah, I know. The
It was like,
guy had the beat from "Still Tippin'" by Mike Jones, and you know he had it as a sample and looped it. And I feel like it went for 20 minutes longer than it should have been on.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm cool with still tipping, but if you're gonna remix it to a dance, cool. But if you're gonna do this repeatedly, nah, man. I mean, and that was supposed to be the 18 and up rave on Friday.
So what you're saying is they went from still tipping to stay tipping.
Yes, yes,
It was like hard
yeah,
trance kind of deal repeated.
yeah. I mean, the Barbie cosplayers were cool, but you know,
Oh, they were from the Itchy Expo, the Ken dolls or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I
The Ken dolls.
mean,
I mean, they were cool.
yeah,
Wait,
they
wait.
were.
Tim McGraw fan page is here. What the? Hello, Tim McGraw fan page. Welcome to our Ikki-Con review. Very random of you to follow one of us, but okay, who's the Tim McGraw fan here? Okay, nobody. Well,
You know, I
how Tim
listen to the
McGraw?
music, but I don't know about a fan. You know, I don't know about like oh yeah, I like Die Hard. You know, but yeah, got some good songs.
Oh,
Yeah,
and for Hardress, will be going to WeebCon, but maybe for like one day.
I will be at WeebCon the entire weekend. I'm like psyched about that already.
oh, dude, you're going to WeebCon?
Yeah, I'm already preparing for that.
I'll just go
Gotcha.
for like one day.
Egg, are you going to WeebCon?
No, no,
Oh,
I'm not.
I remember us having that conversation, but I couldn't remember the full details.
Yeah, Deacon, if you're not able to go, then I'm not able to.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, but yeah, dude. So how did your Friday night end?
Me and some friends hung out at a bonfire.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the fire pits on Thursday. That was the place to be, and it seems like even on Friday, that was still the place to be.
That or play video games, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. So who went to the console gaming area? No one. Okay.
It
So
was right by the body painting, right?
I did.
so what?
It was right by the
Richard,
body. It
what?
was next door to the body painting, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I saw that was cool.
yeah.
It looked cool, all of it.
I did.
So world class tournaments, they're the ones who put that on. So they had an actual stage, right? Like an actual music stage. They had stage lights. They had like a microphone set up, and that was their Guitar Hero setup.
Ooh.
I know. So when you play guitar, you had to walk upstairs to get on a stage in front of people, and there was like a projector showing you like how you hit the frets. And dude, honestly, that was a frick amazing. And more cons should have world class tournaments and have them do the console gaming room because that is something I've never seen at a con. And in all honesty, that should have been like an attraction.
Yeah, that sounds innovative.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to know what I think? They need to do the same with Dan, with that one game that's all the rage at round one. It's
Dance
like
Dance Dance
Revolution?
DDR, but it's like for
Revolution.
shuffling. It's like DDR, but it's like more like shuffling and whatnot.
Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, but like when you step on the floor, every time you step, the floor changes colors, right?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Okay. My Friday. I remember going down to get badges and seeing the con director was like, "Hey!" And when I went up to him from his pocket, he pulled out my guest badge, and I'm like, "Oh my God! I get a guest badge! Yay!" And then he gave me the other badges, and in total I got 6. And so I gave him Egg, my girlfriend, whatever. So then me, Egg, and my girlfriend, we go down to the con floor, and they're getting pictures from Brent LaBelle. I'm asking my girlfriend to buy me stuff, and I go see mutuals, and everything else is just a blur. Then I remember Yokai Night happening, and
That I went
yeah, that's
into.
right. Oh yeah, that's right. Coco Idol told me that they got into a car accident around 2 o'clock, and me and my girlfriend had just ordered our McDonald's, and and I'm trying to handle that while driving and going to McDonald's, and so while my girlfriend was enjoying the burlesque and the drag show, I was going back and forth between the boss Tyler telling him, "Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, do you want to do this?" Because I saw the boss Tyler at Yokai Night, and it's like I could have easily done the concert by myself, but Navas Tyler, he's like the Houston version of me, in which if I put him on a show, everybody from Houston is going to come see him. So, it would help make the room more filled up, and so I thought, okay, let me put him on. It would be perfect with ended up being a great decision on my part because he was such a great hype man. Like me and Egg saw him perform on Saturday here in San Antonio.
Yeah, he killed it.
So,
He
uh,
killed it on the performance, and the way that you got to do your costume change
oh
looked amazing.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So then I'm handling that, and then burlesque is over, and oh yeah, early in the day we went to this panel called Abridged or Dub. Basically, they play an audio sample, and you have to take a guess whether it's abridged or dub, right? Keep in mind, something my girlfriend tells me all the time. I'm like, what do you want? She's like, a 70-inch plasma widescreen TV. From Helsing
I know that one
Ultimate,
all too
right?
well.
That
So here,
was
it's her
a
turn. It's her
70-inch
turn.
plasma screen TV. So how can I help you today?
Yeah. So it's her turn. They're like, are you ready? She's like, she's all nervous. They hit play. Boom.
That
That was a
was a
70-inch.
78. Yep, I know
And,
that one.
and I want to scream, how? How do you get that one? The one that you say all the time for the last 5 years of our relationship. What are the odds of that? Right? And so
Let's
then I
go
get
for
one. Then when it's my turn, it's like, it's so ridiculous that it sounds like it's a bridge, but the quality is so good that I think it's dub. So I'm like, okay, I'm going with dub. It's dub and it's Golden Boy, and then people start roasting me because I've never seen Golden Boy.
That's okay. I didn't watch much Golden Boy either, but the fact that you did not know about the other Bridge series, I should have.
When did, no, I knew about the abridged series. Like I knew about it, but like when it was my turn, because of the audio clip they played, it was good enough to be dubbed, but it was ridiculous. The lines were ridiculous enough to be abridged.
Mm, in case you see anything related to Ghost Stories English dub, yeah, that's the one of the most prolifically offensive yet hilarious dubs Funimation ever did.
Yeah,
That and Shin-Chan.
yeah. That
Oh,
one of
Shin-Chan.
one of the voice actors for Ghost Stories was there, Chris Patton. When I went to talk to him on Sunday, we're talking about Ghost Stories, and he's like, I have done voice recordings, I've done video, and I've written down more times than anything else. Pretend a big black man is chasing you. Yeah, he had to write that down on all the prints from Ghost Story, all the videos. He had to say that. He got so many vocal recordings saying that. I'm like, pretend a big black man is chasing you. And I'm just like, oh my God. Because when I went to a table, he had a bunch of prints on Friday. By Sunday, he was like sold out of a lot of prints. Like, all the Ghost Story people just loved him. I didn't even know Ghost Story was that popular.
He actually didn't.
Dude, that reminds me of the time when I met Gary Anthony Williams, the voice actor of Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks.
Yeah.
I was so, and I posted a video of me and him, and I also have the autograph too. With that video, I did not want to die laughing and pissing myself during my selfie with him. I mean, that dude, he asked me to do, and during his panel, he asked me to do his chef voice. To do the chef voice, I was like, bet. Overall, I was nearly dying from laughter and trying not to piss myself.
I would understand. I mean, he's Uncle Ruckus, like, and you're interacting with him. Like, how would you not? So, that being said, Egg, how was your Saturday?
So I was very busy, very, very busy. So for people who compete, whatever day the contest is the day that you devote the entirety of to the contest. So I woke up at, I think, 7 o'clock in the morning to start getting ready. And fun fact, if you saw my makeup that day, that was the first time I'd ever done the makeup because I literally hadn't finished that costume until Wednesday night, which I'm glad it turned out as good as it did. So I get ready. I have to have one of, I think, Deacon, was it you or one of y'all walked me down and...
Oh, yeah. That
was Richard.
Yeah. So Richard walked me down and I hit multiple exit signs with my horns because they're very tall. Apparently, I was easily located by them. I mean, multiple of my friends were like, yeah, we found you pretty easily because your horns are visible over the heads of everybody else. I stopped for pictures a lot, which is always fun. I got prejudging went really, really well. And then I kind of like hung out in the room for a little while, just kind of drifting off into the void until it was time to go back down for the contest. And then Deacon got pizza, which is awesome. And thankfully, Deacon was a guest, because if he hadn't been a guest, he would not have been allowed to deliver my pizza directly to me, because they don't let regular attendees in to the stage room until the competitors are backstage for show reasons. And then, we had our thing. I did not realize I was going to be the last person on stage, but I was the last person going on stage for that contest. Coach said he really liked my costume, which I really appreciated. It was nice to hear that. The judges ended up deliberating a little bit past the amount of time they usually take, and apparently it was super, super close. But somebody who I'm now friends with got Best Masters, and a friend of mine got Best Construction, and the people who got Best in Show, their stuff was absolutely amazing. So, I had a lot of fun. I'm never really bummed when I don't win, because, it's a costume contest. It's not a huge deal if you don't win. Some people get really, really weird about it. If y'all are part of any cosplay circles, you have seen what has come out of some of these recent contests, like the really big ones. People have been making an absolute fool of themselves over, a contest where 99% of the time, the prize is not money. And even if it is money, it is not a lot of money. Like, there ain't no reason for people to be freaking out the way they are. The halftime show is really good. And then I ran back upstairs really, really fast, changed into Hisoka in 45 minutes, which is super fast considering all the makeup I had to take off. And then we went back downstairs. Unfortunately, we couldn't do Deacon's panel, which I was sad for, but I hung out with my friend who was dressed as Kite, and we sat on the floor talking with people till 1 o'clock in the morning. It was great.
Dude, your Hisoka was pretty good, though. You should have went as Doma. You would have knocked everyone's socks off.
So, here's the thing. I cannot wear either one of my Doma cosplays to a contest any smaller than San Japan, if I can even wear them there, because I already have awards for both of those. Once you've won a major award in a costume, you have to move to a significantly larger contest to be able to re-enter it. Otherwise, it's cheating.
Oh, I wasn't that balls deep in the cosplay crafting community, so
no, you're good.
So I can't.
No, you're good.
Say.
A lot of people don't know about the sandbagging rules, which if you take a costume that you've won and go to a smaller convention or a convention of an equal size and re-enter it after it's won something, that's called sandbagging. It is very much looked down upon, and it is so looked down upon by people who seriously compete that people like me will email contest coordinators to ask hey, this is the history of this costume, am I allowed to wear it? And if they say no, we pick something else. I tend to avoid having that problem because I'll make a new costume relatively frequently. And And then if you get like a small award, like a judge's award, then you can re-enter the costume. That's okay, because it's a judge's award is still an award, but it's not like a major award. Major awards are going to be like best novice, best journeyman or best masters, best in show, best scene work, best construction. Basically, if the word best is in the front of that award, that's a big award.
Oh. Huh. I went to All-Con at one point, and I did win one of the 2015. I did win a trophy. It wasn't like one. It wasn't like one of those super big ones. It was like one of those simplistic cosplays, to be honest. And that was my chef costume, honestly.
Oh, Tyler's here.
Hi,
Nice.
Tyler.
Hey,
Yeah.
Deval.
Tyler, of course you can join. Oh, I can only have 3 co-hosts.
Oh, that's booty.
Should I don't know if I've done
Um,
a count on my awards recently. Give me a second.
yeah. Also, Egg, I will say that, like, it didn't matter that I was a guest or not. When I went to told them the situation, they didn't check my badge.
Okay. Well, I told them ahead of time who you were, and so
Yeah.
that's why they let you in.
That's very possible. Also, yes, Tyler, you can join for a bit. Egg, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your Sunday?
Wait.
So Sunday, I got dressed as a Starian because if I cannot have the husbando, I will be the husbando. I walked back and forth to my car literally 4 times to load my stuff in, and then I got my sleeping bag that I'd left at my friend's house in October. Yes, October. It's taken me this long to get it back. So I walked that out, and then I went down and I handed my prop to prop check and was told that I can't even have it on the con floor because it was live steel. And to be fair, I'm dumb. I don't know what I know what live steel is now, but I didn't know what it was until they told me. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I'll be right back. And so I ran back to my car again. And then I had pictures taken. And I went to the convention feedback panel for a little bit. And I saw some of the judges panel that was that day. I was very sad because I missed the panel on how to sew stretch fabrics, which to everyone else here is probably mind-numbingly boring. But to me, I hate sewing with stretch fabrics, so I like advice. Stretch fabrics, fun fact, are evil. Evil. I hate them.
Evil! Evil!
Evil.
Email! Got it.
And then I helped my friend film a reel. He likes the new-ish anime Mashal, and so he did a video where they're doing the funny little dance thing to the
Bing
opening.
bom bom, bing bom bom, bing bom bom. Oh, yep, I know that one.
Yeah, I helped him with that. And then I went home because the weather was getting awful. And on my way home, I stopped for McDonald's. And then I got caught in traffic, and then I got home. And then I had to prep for work the next day.
Awesome. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 7 Dragon Balls, how do you rate this convention?
6.5.
6.5 Dragon Balls. Let me just write that down right quick. 6.5 Dragon Balls. That is a really good score.
Yeah, there are some organization things that happened that were kind of but let's be real, like, what con doesn't have some amount of organization issues? It's kind of a thing that just happens when you're dealing with an event that big. But I've been to events that were a heck of a lot worse. So, and I had fun, and I saw my friends. So, like, I ain't mad.
That's true. All the stuff that people complain about didn't apply to you.
People were complaining about stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they're playing like, oh, there were no maps, to anything.
Dude.
Like, that didn't apply to you because you already knew where everything was.
I did not know where anything was. I bumbled around like an idiot all week.
Me too.
Oh, my, I thought you had everything on point.
Oh, thank you. I'm good at pretending I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Egg. It's been awesome having you.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, I gotta bump somebody,
you're fine.
and I'm pretty sure you gotta get up early for your job.
Yeah, I
So,
have to be at the state head office tomorrow. I have to get up at 5:45. So good night, everybody.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Nice seeing you
Bye.
again.
You too.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and
Wait,
okay. Egg left. Uh,
why
Tyler,
aren't
go ahead.
you showing your face?
What?
Why aren't you showing your face, Deacon?
Why aren't I?
Yeah.
Hello,
My face is on. Tyler, how are you?
I
Ladies and
am
gentlemen,
great.
the Bunny Girl
Congratulations.
Senpai!
You're funny, Deacon.
Well, I mean,
You-
dude, that's a nice title to have. I mean, you have the Bunny Girl song. It would make sense to call you the
yeah.
Bunny Girl Senpai.
Look, I'm not going to
I got that
deny
on
it.
my
I'm gonna
Spotify.
run with it too. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jude. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. That's
You can
exactly
call
where
me
it
Junior
should
from
be.
now
That's exactly where it should be.
yeah. Like anytime that you have someone announce you, like the way Fitaku did at a Wonderland Mall, she should have a note say like, "From Houston, Texas, the Bunny Girl Senpai." Like you should have
It could
a
definitely
T-shirt
work.
that said "the Bunny Girl Senpai."
That's actually not bad branding, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
You should have
That's not a bad idea at all.
you should have Bunny Girl Senpai song playing.
Well, I can't have a song playing if I'm going to perform it.
I know. Oh well.
I gotta
Yeah,
perform. I gotta save it for the performance, you know.
Mm.
that's true. So before we move on to our Richard Saturday, Tyler, tell us about your Thursday at the con.
Um, mm, I wasn't there Thursday.
Okay, tell us about your
Yes.
Friday.
Okay, cool. My Friday was cool. What I remember of it, I got there, um, hung out with the homies, Holly and Zach. We kind of just vibe. That day specifically, I didn't do much. I went to like maybe one or two panels. Went around the showroom a little bit. I got there around 3. So went on our showroom a little bit. And then after that, I went to the bar, hung out with the homies, met some other people that I just know out there. And, you know, for me, Ikki-Con was more of like a get my feet wet and going back out again type vibe. It wasn't one where I like focused on really content creation or doing anything in particular. So I just had a good time. That was pretty much the focus of that convention.
Awesome. So,
Yes.
what's
So that
it
was
called?
my Friday was me having a good time with friends.
Awesome. Yeah, because I remember Friday I kept going to you back and forth about like the whole performing the next
Yeah,
day. Which, by the
that
way,
did
thank
happen
you
as
once
well.
again
That
for
was
that.
cool. That was cool. That was a cool little surprise. Unfortunate circumstances for the other peoples.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I
really
know.
unfortunate. But it
Yeah,
was cool to hop back up there with you again. And like to find out as I got there, they're like, "Hey, you have to perform." I was like, "Oh snap! Am I ready to perform?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to perform. Let's do this." So that was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, cause like when that happened, I thought, oh, I can do it on my own. I can do this. And then like I see him, like, oh, that's right. He's supposed to be here. Like, and then
I'm
it's
happy
like,
I was a thought in that.
yeah, yeah, that was very much so. Cause like there were people who went up to you and they're like, I remember you from last year.
Hmm.
There was somebody who bought my T-shirt and they're like, I got your
Yeah,
T-shirt
from
last
last year.
year.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Like, oh, that's wild. He's collecting them all like Pokemon.
Very much so, very much so.
That water
So,
fountain.
that being said, Richard, tell us about your Saturday.
Dude, my Saturday was like so jam packed. I woke up like ready to like challenge that day. I went to your panel, well, not the panel, but I went to the anime bingo. That was so interesting. I've never seen that. At first, I was like, bingo with anime? Like, how could that be interesting? But watching it, like, it was such a game changer, and especially like the commentary that he was making, like, it was so like playfully like witty.
Yeah,
Um,
Deacon's really good at that.
Definitely, definitely. I actually, because I saw him at Etchy, I got to be basically compare the differences in like performances and sizes because when I first met Deacon, was it more phenomenal?
Yeah, it's
I was
more
actually
phenomenal.
I literally was leaving the Wonderlands when you were performing, and I didn't get to see you. And that was supposed to be my first performance. And then I saw him firstly perform at Etchy Expo, and I was super hyped about that. And I was like, awesome, great. But when I saw both of you perform on Saturday, I was like, oh man, these guys killed it.
Yeah.
Not only did you perform, you guys swapped out perfectly. You guys kept both the crowd, like you kept the crowd pumped and going. And being a photographer that does events, I've seen crowds like get hyped, but man, you guys like brought the fire to that, because I could literally look around and pan around and everybody was just so engaged, and I was like, man, these guys are going places. Like I definitely want to keep getting to know you guys.
The way I describe us to people, and I don't know if I've told you this, how the way I describe it to people, that like whenever we do concerts together, it's like watching Goku and Vegeta do the fusion dance.
That's a funny description.
Wait,
Hey,
Yeah.
you're killing
are we
it.
talking about
Y'all are
the
killing it,
fusion
bro.
dance?
Yeah, it's like watching Go, especially since Tyler had the little dancey dance he does, and I do the moonwalk. It is literally like watching Goku and Vegeta literally do a fusion dance.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. What I like a lot is that you put together like a show. You put together a show. So like you have like the transitions, you have the announcements, you have all that cool stuff in there. So then when it's my turn to go up, I could just go up, do my songs, and get the crowd engaged and have fun without worrying about all the other aspects, because Deacon really handles that part.
Yeah.
So it's like I get to do my thing, and then Deacon makes sure the show runs smoothly, you know?
Oh yeah. Because like one thing I want is I want to be asked back continuously. So by putting on the best show possible, because again, I've been doing this since I was 10 years old, and I'm a seventh generation guitar player. So I've learned about the entertainment industry from so many different aspects. And one thing that I've learned is that the more interactive it is for people, the more people are going to want more. And the
Yeah.
thing that I love about you is that you're like I said, it's like Goku and Vegeta. I feel like I'm Vegeta honestly because I'm like the diva here, and also because you're
You
taller.
said I'm the
But
deep. That has to
no,
play in it.
literally,
That's funny.
I know I'm the diva. Like people who knew me before 2021 and saw me freak out over shit, I'm the diva.
I
That's
can
funny.
So
actually vouch for Deacon on that one.
yeah, yeah. Let's
Diva
not talk
Deacon.
about that one
Deacon
though. But
Diva.
continue with your Saturday, Richard.
Yes. So then after you guys performed, I went to go continue doing shoots. I met some people at the water park. That was pretty interesting. I then met a cute little adorable like little boy and little girl that were cosplaying for the first time.
Oh,
Their parents just like let them run around, go crazy, normal kid stuff.
yeah.
I was like, hey, can I get some shots of your kids? Took some photos for them. They asked me how much. I was just like, yeah, that's free. They were just like so surprised. It was like, nah, like you guys are enjoying it with your family. It's wholesome. Like it's not about that. Like I really
Want to capture
dig the
the
vibes with
moment.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wish I could have done that when I was a kid. And
Yeah,
to see these opportunities, it's just like, yeah, man, I really want to extend helping and like having somebody have some kind of experience. Other people, they gotta walk up to somebody at the counter and be like, do you guys got somebody who could take a photo? And it's just like some like generic, they're standing, I got them with poses, spending time with each other, all that. Like,
Having fun. Capturing a family moment for the free, actually.
yes.
Just giving it to them to enjoy.
But then to kind of cap it all off, by the time I finally gave up on shooting, it was like maybe 12. A lot of people were still at the con. Um, I would have thought that I would have kind of like built down momentum, but you know, I just stayed up. I like could not sleep. I just was like, yeah, shoot with this person, shoot with this person. I was like, hey, yeah, let's go hang out. Sure, why not? It's not like I plan to sleep anytime soon.
yeah.
Might as well go have fun at some point, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The beautiful thing was, I really did think like, oh yeah, we're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back Sunday, unload, get ready for work. Well, I forgot how to shoot when I got back. It's like the second I got back, right in the studio, just
Yeah, doing
shooting
it
till
again.
like one in
More
the
of this.
morning.
Ooh,
I'm over here like gotta be at work at 8. I'm over here like,
ooh.
ugh.
Sleep.
But it was worth it.
What sleep?
It's all fun. Like The resort was fun. The experience, all of it was great. Honestly, I was super skeptical about the California resorts because I've never been, and people invited me to Colossal Con last year. But
Oh, yeah.
thanks to you inviting me and telling me about Ikki and everything, I definitely plan to go to Colossal Con this year.
Yeah.
No problem, bro. And like I say, I got you for Colossal Con this year. You're on the priority list. Like, for real.
Awesome.
Yeah. Chef, how was your Saturday?
It was not bad, actually. Let's see. I was going to go to the Powerhouse Animations panel, but me and my boys slept in, unfortunately. So, let's see. I walked around, saw some homies from like Rare the Waifu to Luck of the Lion, Navas Tyler, you. Played some video games. Um, Watched a little bit of anime. Um, Hung out, met up with some friends. Oh, we went. Oh, I barely went to. I went to the comedy show at Roderick's super big comedy show on Saturday. That was actually quite
Mm-hmm.
fun. Turns out everything went later than usual because of the cosplay contest, I guess, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
The cosplay contest
And
out late or something?
yeah, it went.
Oh, okay.
A lot of things had to
Yeah,
be
I
pushed.
remember. Yeah, I remember, Tyler. Our concert got pushed back by 15 minutes. So
Yeah, it
yeah.
did. It did.
What else? Hung up. So afterwards, went to an all ages. I was still contemplating whether or not go to this all ages rave. I don't know why they still made it an all ages rave when they know after 9 it's pretty much 18 and up. That's how I view things. I apologize.
And plus, it's like Sefi Hakubi says, if there's no Molly, is it even a rave?
Are you allowed to say that, Deacon? Are you allowed to say that? I feel
You gotta be careful
I mean, no,
about
that
that.
Sefi Hakubi, he's like the best DJ the best EDM DJ in all of anime conventions. You can't change my mind. That's something he said in a Facebook comment like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. It was just so funny that it stuck with me this whole time.
Anyway,
I like Tyler's face. He's just like, what the fuck is this?
No, I was just
anyway,
saying,
anyways. So after a while, I mean, I did talk. I did. I actually came up with some ideas of my own, but I was like, I had two other options. We make our own little party in the rave, which I'm going to abort it, which I aborted, thank God. And the second idea was we go to the bonfire and we buy some stuff and we make some s'mores.
seemed like you guys had a good time out of the bonfire too. I was kept looking outside, seeing it going and people talking and having a good time, drinking whatever. That looked like it was a good vibe. I wanted to go out there, but it was so cold. I like went out there for half a second and I was like, nope. And then like later that day, I tried it again with some homies. And
Busy.
as I opened the door, there my homie
Look, man,
Kelly
no
was with us.
shame.
She just
No
immediately turned
shame.
around and walked back. Like it was hilarious. Nah, it
We
was
ain't
too
built
cold
like
out
that. It's
there.
cold out here.
Yeah, it was so cold at that day. The wind was going
It,
too. Nah.
but we were about to get ready to get some s'mores, but then the party got shut off because apparently someone was narking on us because someone smoked something that they shouldn't in near the bonfire. So I was like, you know what?
The narcs are
Me,
narking.
someone narked on someone about because they brought some kind of drug. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, the narcs
So
out
you
here
know what?
are narking. Yeah.
To top off the night on Saturday, me and my friends watched Solo Leveling, but
True.
we used my Crunchyroll account because I paid for a whole year of no ad free shows to watch. So we were like, we're gonna watch Solo Leveling episode 3, which was amazing. We had some pizza.
Yeah, I haven't watched Solo Leveling yet, but I really want to. I gotta sit down and watch it.
But Sunday, playing video games, seeing some friends, saying our goodbyes. After a while, it from what my friend told me, his relative told us, there was going to be sleet and rain on that Sunday. So we were like, let's get the hell up out of here on Sunday after we say our goodbyes. So after we said our goodbyes, we drove back. We stopped for Whataburger and we head back. We made it back to Dallas/Plano. Oh, fun fact! I forgot to say, me and Zach went to Buc-ee's.
Oh, nice.
I've not gone to
Awesome.
Buc-ee's before. I still really want to though. I have one down the street from me. I just haven't gone. I don't
Why
know
not?
why really.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That's a great question to be honest with you. It's a really good question. I hear so much good things about Buc-ee's, like the food, the snacks, the atmosphere. It's like a Texas staple. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Buc-ee's one day, but I just have
Hu-
not yet.
Houston's
Oh
got
my
a lot
God.
of Buc-ee's,
Big X
and I
is
feel like
watching.
that's
Big X
why.
is
Big
here.
X. Oh,
Yeah, Big X is watching.
oh,
Exodia.
Big
that's how
Exodia.
I felt about HEB until recently.
HEB cool. Everything's better there, you know?
Exactly,
I mean,
bro.
Yeah, everything's
it's better than
better there.
it's better than Walmart at times.
Oh, for sure. Walmart is sometimes like just like the McDonald's of stores, grocery stores. Most of the time, actually. But one thing I did
Yeah.
love about Walmart was the 24-hour thing they had going. They don't have that anymore, and it hurts my
I
soul.
know.
Used to
Bro,
love going there at like
when
2 o'clock in the morning.
when HEB, I have a story about that. So Breaking Bad had a new movie called El Camino coming
Hmm
out. It's supposed to debut on Netflix at 2 a.m. And about an hour into it, I'm like, I want a pizza, but all the pizza places, HEB. So I go to HEB at 1 o'clock in the morning, get a pizza that you put in the oven, because I'm staying up to 2
Yeah,
a.m. to like
that's
watch
for
this
sure.
movie
Yeah.
on Netflix. And so I'm eating my pizza, I'm watching the movie, and yeah. But going back, so Chef, that was your Saturday and Sunday,
Pretty much. We
all
just
right?
me and Zach just chilled, watched
Uh,
anime. We could have had s'mores,
okay.
but that got canceled.
Mm. So you've heard from the cosplayer. You're about to hear Sunday from the photographer. You've heard the weekend from the attendee. Now hear from the attendee turned performer. How was your Saturday, Tyler?
Saturday was dope. That was when we performed. I had a lot of fun getting ready for the performance. I kind of just like sat in my room for a little bit, uh, got my mind right as I normally do. I like to at least take like 10, 15 minutes, like maybe like 30 minutes before the performance, take like 10, 15 minutes to just chill and decompress, let my brain just do what it does before I go on to perform, just because I tend to put on a better show when I do that. Um, and and before that, I was wandering the convention floor, talking to the people that I knew. Saw a lot of friends, acquaintances, people that I know. Had a lot of chit chats with them. Talked about plans for later in the day, stuff like that. Uh, yeah, yeah. I didn't like. I really wish I had done my asking me to rap thing this year, Icky. But I feel like my costume is falling apart, and I don't want to put on a falling apart costume. That's really why I didn't do it. Um, but it would have been a great day to do it on Saturday if I had done it. Then of course
Yeah.
the performance itself was phenomenal. I had a blast of a time. My homies that came to watch were very much so intrigued, enthralled. Like you said, there were people that were there from last year. They were like, "Oh my God, I remember you from last year." When I was performing, I finished my set, did Senpai Squad, and the old girl was like, dude, we booed up. And I'm like, how the, we booed up? And she was like, yeah, I was here last year. I remember this is my favorite song. Like, oh, that's crazy. So like that got me hyped as all hell. I was like, yeah, she know we booed up, we booed, we like. I had that. That was a great moment. The people that knew me from last year also came up to me and said hi, took some photos with some folks after the show. Um, then after that, it was pretty much similar to Friday, as I just kind of hung out with people that um, the homies that were there, and saw more people, said hi, chitted. Had some brews with the homies. We went to a sushi restaurant that day actually. Yeah, me, Fit, Zach, Holly, a few other people went to. Kelly came too. Kelly and her boo went to a sushi restaurant. The sushi spot was dope. It was all you could eat. I ate like 6 rolls. There was one dude there who ate like 6 rolls in the first 10 minutes, and I was dumbfounded. I was like, how the hell you scoff all that down? I have no fucking idea, but like, good on you, bro.
Jesus.
Wait, wait,
Like,
wait, wait, wait. Was it us? Yeah, because I went to a sushi all you can eat joint as well. There's one in Frisco. What was it called?
bro, I don't remember.
Well, at least it wasn't. At least it wasn't the one inside the Kalahari resorts because they really don't. Because they don't really serve that much sushi. You know that, right?
I didn't know they had one in Kasai Kalahari. Honestly, I kind of just like went with the flow for things. I didn't look up shit.
Eh,
People said we're doing this, and I'm like, all right, word, let's do it. Like I very much so a go with the flow type person. Uh,
fair enough.
yeah, I did know that they had restaurants and whatnot inside the Kalahari, obviously, because they always are. They're in your face when you walk around the convention. But I didn't know they had a sushi spot, so that's good to know for the next time. Like Colossal Con, I might go to the sushi spot to taste it. Have you been there before? Does it taste good?
I went to one in. I just went to one in Frisco. If they're not the same name, it's all good. But I know they serve like sesame chicken, but
Well,
that's
I
like
was asking, did you go to the one in the Kalahari specifically? Have you gone to that one before or no? No.
no. But
Okay.
wait, other than sushi, did they serve anything else that was all you could eat?
Oh, I have no idea, bro. No, I don't think so. It was pretty sushi centric. It was pretty much a sushi spot.
Okay,
Yeah, the lights kept flickering on and off as well inside that joint. That was weird. The lights just kept going on and off, on and off. I'm like, damn, you about to get like haunted down or something? Like you about to have
Wait,
a whodunit
Tyler,
moment?
Tyler, Tyler.
Yes,
Did
yes.
the phone ring and nobody was
That's what
there?
it felt like.
Bob,
I
that's Freddy's.
No,
was waiting for the
SpongeBob.
Ashling and Slasher, bro. The wall started
Okay.
oozing green slime, bro. Like,
Oh,
So, how did your Saturday end?
so it ended pretty cool. We just finished the sushi, then we hung out, just drank a little bit, and chitted chatted with some people, friends. Like I said, I used pretty much Ikki-Con just hang out with friends and vibe. So that's how it ended. It was fun. I had a good time at Ikki. Really good time.
that's cool.
Awesome, awesome. Um, my Saturday started with getting ready, eating breakfast, whatever.
Uh,
At 12:30, I headed to
all right,
my bingo panel.
I got to bounce, but take it easy, y'all.
All
All
right.
right, peace out, man.
Business as
See
usual.
ya.
Later. So, I go do my anime bingo panel, which it was supposed to start at, the email they gave me said it starts at 1, but when I do the thing, apparently on the schedule it said 12:30, and so I'm like rushing. Some people are calling me, and we do anime bingo. It goes great. Now we're in for oh, that's right. I did Initial D first. And Initial D was great. Nobody debated me, so apparently I'm right about everything. I was like, okay, which card's best card? This is Godfoot's R34 with the drug dealer rims. I think this is the best card in Initial D. Does anyone want to say no? Nobody said no. So I'm like, okay, we're in agreement. This is the best card. The only one that they debated was the rapist Celica.
I haven't watched Initial D, so that was a wild statement. What he do?
So the main character's girlfriend, she meets her ex in the third season, and he basically like takes her up to the mountains like we're gonna have a real good time like we used to, and she's all uncomfortable, and she's like trying to secretly calling her boyfriend to like come help her, and Takumi ends up like saving her and everything through the power of racing and the power of love.
Oh,
So yeah, so that's why they call it the rapist
yeah.
Celica. So then we do Initial D, we do the concert, and because the concert went over time, I missed the DoorDash driver. I had scheduled some pizzas to be delivered at 4
hmm
o'clock. It's 4:30, and like I gotta wait for the DoorDash driver to come back. By the time I get the food, it's 4:57,
Yeah.
and I gotta take eggs and food. My Power Ranger panel starts in 3 minutes.
Oh.
So I end up doing that at around 5:15. Keep in mind I haven't ate food yet. I go to the room, I eat food, we're having a good time, people are in the room, and then it's like me and my girlfriend go to the VIP mixer, And this is where I'm not okay starts. I'm talking to John Swayze. I'm trying not to throw up.
Mm.
It's 7:30. Okay, let's go do the panel. I see Egg in the hallway. She's still in cosplay. She's supposed to be Hisoka in my Yu Yu Hakusho Hunter x Hunter panel,
Yeah.
but the idol group, they're supposed to be characters in Yu Yu Hakusho. Egg wasn't in her cosplay. I'm not feeling okay at all. I'm like, no, I'm not doing the panel. So I go to the panel room. I tell him I can't do the panel. I'd rather not do it and give him a half-ass panel, and I
Yeah.
apologize. I take some Pepto. I take a power nap. I go to the industry mixer. It's really cool. And then my girlfriend go to the horrible fan fiction panel. And they made a fan fiction in which Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony and Mordecai from regular show do
Oh,
the nasty.
that's weird.
Yeah, apparently Twilight Sparkle put her
I
horn inside
no,
Mordecai's.
it's cool. We don't need details. We Gucci. Yeah, no, we Gucci on that part, bro.
Okay, so then it's 12:30. It's me, Egg, and my girlfriend in the hotel room, just us. And we end up talking about the Bible till 3 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a Bible study type thing, or y'all like dissing the Bible? You're like, the Bible was trash. I don't understand this part of it. Like, how was y'all talking about it? I'm
Egg
curious.
was telling me about this one book that's not canon, and what you
Okay.
called it. And I'm just like, apparently one of Jesus' friends who never had to die to get to heaven. And she's like, why is this not canon? It's proven. There's science that backs this up. This one isn't canonically one of the 66 books. And we're talking about that. And then, like, the next morning, actually, Tyler, before I talk about my Sunday morning, we heard from Chef what his Sunday was like. What was your Sunday like?
Sunday, what did I do Sunday? Oh, I forgot to mention on Saturday too. I'm sorry, this is totally not the day you asked for. But on Saturday, me, Holly, and her husband were made some chicken katsu in the elevator lobby. That happened.
Wow. Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot
y'all
about
snuck in
that.
an air fryer.
Yeah, and the air fryer and the rice cooker. It was funny because she sent me a message like 2 days before, and she was like, "Hey, um, you want to make some chicken katsu with me in a hotel lobby?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." It didn't register in my mind like what the idea was until like we got there, and in a moment we were just sitting there, and I was like, "We are really in the hotel lobby right now making some chicken goddamn katsu." I was like, "This is really happening right now. This is crazy." So she's over there cooking and doing her TikTok filming and everything. And Zach's just filming her like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we're doing this," shaking his head the whole time. Like you could feel the anxiety building up inside of everybody. Um, there's people coming in and out of the elevators looking over like, what the heck? We even gave some people some candy in hopes they wouldn't tell on us. Like it was a
Wow.
time. It was a time. And then at the end of it, there was there was an employee that came at the very end. Like we literally finished making the chicken katsu, right? And she
Hmm.
finished filming even, and we were about to get ready to pack up. And an employee came. He walks by. He gets to the cart. He grabs his little cart and he turns around real slowly. And I'm like, nah, he won't tell. Zach's like, he's probably going to tell. And I'm like, nah. And then he starts whistling as he's walking away. And like in the whistle was like a telltale that he was going to tattle. Because like, why would you just casually start whistling like that? It was really funny. It was like something out of like a comedic movie or something, you know. And then
Oh, yeah.
so after that we went back to the room. We got our stuff and ran to the room, and we were like, hope they don't come do anything. Blah 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 blah. Like maybe 30 minutes later, while we were chilling in the room eating, the the security guards come knocking on the dang door, doom doom doom, and we're like, shit, here he goes. So Zach gets up and goes to answer the door, and they're like, "Hey, we had some reports of some people making chicken katsu." Or no, he didn't say chicken katsu. I'm making that part up. It's like, you have some reports of someone making some food in the elevator lobby. Do you know anything about that by chance? And I was like, mm, no. And Zach was like, yeah, it was us. Then at that point, the whole thing just went like, okay, well, you guys get reprimanded, and if you have any other troubles, um, you will be kicked out of the hotel type shit. And then they were like, okay, blah, 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 blah. And then we went about our day. But there was no more trouble after that because Holly learned her lesson not to go and make food in the hotel lobbies. Or at least if she does it, do it and then dip really fast. Like
Yes, very
that
much so.
that was a highlight of Saturday as well. That was really fun. But
Yeah.
my Sunday, same thing. I we made some content with Holly and chilled around, and I didn't go to any panels, but I did go to the gaming area, and that was a lot of fun for a little bit before I ended up just ultimately driving home because I had to be home the next day for work, you know?
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. My Sunday, I got the car packed up. I went to the swap meet. The swap meet was disappointing. I bought all these snacks from Sam's, right? I bought $120 worth of Sam's snacks for
Oh,
the
wow.
weekend, right? I would, because like at the swap meets, nobody had breakfast. Nobody's eating food on Sunday. Everybody's too broke to buy food, so they're trading stuff for food or getting rid of stuff. You know, last Ikki-Con, I came home with 35 items.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah. This year, I came home with almost nothing. Nobody wanted food. It got to the point they were shutting down food because too many people were
that.
giving
Oh,
food, and they didn't want to get in trouble with the hotel. Like there was a little girl who was trading Lunchables.
oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. And they even made her put her Lunchables away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so then we went to the feedback panel, and I learned a lot about why I didn't get a guest, why they didn't post about me being a guest. I learned about why there was so much, sound issues with everybody and why a lot of stuff was
Hmm.
happening. We go to closing ceremonies.
So why did they
I do
not
my
post you as
thing.
a guest? I'm curious.
So it was on the schedule to be done, but what you call it, they never got around to it because they don't have a web developer making the app and making the
Yeah,
website. These are con staff learning how to do it as they
yeah.
go. And with all the other like things that happen, me and a couple of other people didn't get our post.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that
Yeah,
happens sometimes.
yeah. But
That happens sometimes at events.
yeah, like and I thought it was weird because they didn't start posting about guests until literally a month before the con.
Yeah,
So
that happens
yeah, I went until a
sometimes.
month before the con. They started posting anything,
Uh,
but so then we go home, and that was my Ikki-Con. And chef, between how many Dragon Balls do you give Ikki-Con this year out of 7?
Out of seven Dragon Balls,
Yeah, chef.
well, Chef's not here.
I'm sorry, Jude.
Remember? Oh yeah,
Oh, he left.
yeah. Chef's not here.
Is Richard still
He,
here?
yeah, his
Richard, you here?
circle's loading, but he's here, I think.
Okay. In that case, Tyler, how many Dragon Balls do you give it?
I'll say a solid like 5.5, 6 maybe, but definitely with the performance, I'll say 6 because the performance went really well. So 6, I'll give it 6. Yeah.
Well, why do you take one off?
Um, Mainly because of myself. I didn't do my content creation. So it would have been good to still have my content creation going, but I didn't do much of that. So that's just on me. But I had a lot of fun still, so it's 6. It's up there.
Awesome. So since Richard's not responding, um, I give it 6.5 out of 7, just like Egg. So it's safe to say that this year's Ikki-Con was. Oh yeah, hold on. Who am I alive with? Okay, let me just remove. And now let me add him in. Okay. Chippy, you in there yet? Okay, yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I was here the whole time, but it like cut out. I guess you
Gotcha.
could hear
Oh
me.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
fine.
No, it was kept loading. It had a loading cycle for a hot minute, so I was like, "What's happening?"
Yeah. All right. So between 1 and 7 Dragon Balls, what do you rate this year's Ikki-Con?
I would have to say 6.5, honestly. It was
Okay.
pretty good. There was only the experience of not knowing what I was going like through everything, but overall it was a great experience. Like I'm ready and willing to like go to any other event that's there at Kalahari. That was amazing.
Okay, so there we have it, y'all. This year's Ikki-Con is 6 out of 7 Dragon Balls, 6.5 out of 7 Dragon Balls. So thank you guys so much for watching, and um, thank you so much for watching us. Please follow everyone in here, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
All right, deuces,
See
Deacon.
ya.
Thanks for having me, man.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Of course.